Welcome back to map number 2 between Lin and Lucifer. As mentioned, it is Twisted Meadows. Both players are spawning at the top. Lin at the top left, starting with an altar here, of course, and the burrow second. And I'm quite sure next up is going to be the barracks, which is going to be placed somewhere around here. And on the side of Lucifer, who's spawning at the top right. Again, in yellow, we see again a Fiend build order. And I mean, it's pretty tough to judge Lucifer's chances here if he gets successfully into a somewhat balanced position come late game. Just given that he was, put in such a terrible position quite early on previously. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. Altar is his third building, Cigarette building number 4, and once again he's going for this usual wall in front of the acolytes, just to make sure the Blade Master doesn't get to harass all too much. Let's see if we do see a Blade Master here. Yes, that is the choice of Lin. So going for the expected strategy here early on. I guess this time he's not going to be able to afford skipping the shop before his tech. Second burrow placed quite passively. And on the side of Lucifer, I'd expect the second burrow, the second cigarette to be placed here, just to make sure the wall is complete. But that's gonna be a little while. At first, the DK and the first Fiend will be put into production, which is exactly what we're seeing right now. Yeah, shop outside of the base by Lin here, so he's gonna be able to creep here if he wants to with the Blade Master and the first grunt, and then grab some items, head towards the undead, who should be starting his first creep camp right around that time, and kill a skeleton to get level 2, and then just start chopping away on either the DK or some of the undead's fiends. Scout Peon is being chased away. The first grunt is heading out for some immediate harassment here. So no creeping early on by Lin, which is a bit surprising. He's going for the XP Tome Forest Troll Trapper. No creeping of the Null Camp here, I should specify. And gets the Tome of Knowledge though, so not lucky. He bought a circlet at the shop. The grunt is retreating. Okay, so if he continues to creep here, then he's gonna be level 2 already without having to kill a skeleton. So Lin going for a little bit of a different creep route than I would have expected, which is of course still totally fine. Tier 2 tech should have started just now with the pretty much regular timing. Lucifer getting his first bunch of experience here, can summon another 2 skeletons, and where is he gonna continue creeping? Most likely here as well. And scouts with a skeleton sees that Lin is still creeping here. Let's see if he's getting the last hit. No, he's not. He's trying, but unsuccessfully. The skeleton is being taken down. Some healing salves are gonna be used on all of these 3 units. And is Lin going to be in time to perhaps steal the Overseer here? I guess he's gonna be in time. There is no dust on Lucifer's side here, so he's just gonna have to coil here if he wants to be safe. The Blade Master is actually going for the DK, coils down the Null Overseer, and grabs the item, which is the Gloves of Haste. Still tier 1 for Lucifer here, once again going for Fiend number 4 and Fiend number 5 afterwards queued up already. So once again we're gonna see an extremely late tier 2 tech by Lucifer. So really relies on some heavy creeping here early on with his DK, as we've seen him do a couple times prior. Heading out right now. Is he heading towards the Orc's main, really? I mean, the Blade Master sees it, a grunt is coming in. BM with the Boots of Speed in the meantime also is able to apply some more pressure here. The grunt is trying to get some blocking done. Wow, once again, quite a huge load of damage dealt here to the DK, and he's cutting off the, retreating path of the undead's first here. At the same time, the Blade Master doesn't have any more mana for more Windwalk, so both of them have to be careful. But Lin does have to heal salves using one right now, and there's no means of healing for Lucifer until he reaches tier 2, and tier 2 once again hasn't even been reached. So Wow, this is really risky by Lucifer. Starts to creep here with the Orc army right there. The Blade Master is going to be coming in from the bottom. First draw Shadow Priest bought by Lucifer, which is right now healing up the DK a little bit, taking some damage though, dust used, and the Blade Master actually gets the last hit here. The item is the Greater Mana Potion as well as Metal of Intelligence, both picked up by the DK, and Town Portal had to be used already, but one Fiend has fallen, and I think the Forest Troll Shadow Priest has also fallen. Forest Troll Berserker bought here by Lucifer, who is still tier 1, so this has to pretty much turn into some kind of all-in strategy. I mean, the tech even by Lucifer standards is so late. Lyn is adding Beastry and Spirit Lodge this time. Blade Master is healing up some, gets Clarity as well. Level 3 on him. The DK continues creeping as well. Still extremely low on HP. Still tier 1, another Fiend is coming. And the Blade Master is just kind of coming in and, well, one more hit and down goes the Death Knight. And, well, the Forest Troll Berserker is going to fall as well. And the Troll Warlord, the Forest Troll Warlord should go to Lyn as well, who's in a demanding position right now. Lucifer, yeah, clearly getting overwhelmed here. The Grunts, yeah, are closing this around. That's another Fiend killed. And an extremely quick GG called by Lucifer. And I guess you'd have to look at the replay exactly again in detail to see why Lucifer went out on the map towards Lyn's main base. I imagine he somehow expected Lyn to be, you know, somewhat closer to the bottom of the map so that he could basically sneak by and go for the Merc Camp creep close to Lyn's main base, but that was a gigantic risk. Lyn wisely trading hit points on the Blade Master against hit points on the Death Knight, knowing that he had the heal subs in his inventory, and just given that Lyn's strategy always involved an extremely late tech, knowing that Lucifer, there's a Lyn's tech, knowing that Lucifer wouldn't have any means of healing his Death Knight for such a long time, yeah, really made that a wise decision by Lyn to trade those hit points on the first heroes. And afterwards, the Death Knight was always under pressure, was forced to Town Portal out of the well, creep of the mercenary camp, and then Lyn just Lucifer just extremely risky, continued creeping at his own Goblin Merchant, got punished for it, and at that point, yeah, the game was totally over, also given that that Lucifer hadn't even started his tech. So all in all, Lyn takes this best of 3 quite handily, not really having too much of a struggle there. He is now definitely in the top 3 of this tournament. Lucifer is dropping down into the lower bracket, where he's gonna face the loser of our next best of 3, the Clash of the Europeans, where Todd is going to face Grubby in, yeah, basically a Warcraft 3, one of the great Warcraft 3 classics. As I said, that's going to be our next match. I hope you'll tune in for that. I hope you'll give this one a thumbs up or 2 and a comment or 2, and I'll see you next time. Take care.